How's it going, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We have some BT15 and more importantly LM02 footage, as we do have Quantumon and of course all the new Gammamon cards facing off against each other. Warlord, our resident Gammamon player, and Emily. Always so strong. Back on the plants. We are going to be seeing plants go first. So Palmon X in the back, Palmon in the front. It's going to take the Lalamon. And the rest go to the bottom. We've got Gammamon built in the back, and we are going to have the Gammamon Search. Is going to take a card with Gammamon in text, and then the Tamer. And then the Basal Gammamon is going to play that brand new hero. He did manage to open the double pack, so was able to get a hold of the new full art mem setter tamers. Very cool. Speaking of mem setters, gonna see the double hit off the Lalamon. There's Yoshi, and then it looks like we're gonna have the Toga. So all three of our resident blooms are kind of on slightly different ratios. They all kind of diverge here. Johnny very interested in the Toga X. I don't remember where Emily sits on the spectrum of Toga X play, because I know Marcio doesn't like it. Right now we're just reading through the Regulus effects. We do have no, is that Gullus? Gullus underneath, and then we have the Regulus Ace, which is going to clear the Suspended Sunflower, and it's going to burn top card of security, which gets rid of the Bloom. Very important. We are going to swing. We're going to give it the +2 KDP. This time it's going to swing over a Palmon, and now we have the Gullus without an inherit. We're going to use the Togemon, which is going to reduce the cost of Yoshi. We're going to get the draw as well for the suspension off the Coco. So this, I believe, she is also testing for Green Cup. So there's a couple of things that might change, like the Torikaka Balmon that she prefers isn't in play right now. Instead has been going for the Cocomon, just to get as much draw power as possible for it. We're going to get rid of the Regulus by putting it into security and then trashing top card of security. And then Overflow is going to get it. I believe she's also going to be calling the top card of the deck on the next draw. But first, there's no way to clear here. There's no way to just go into Hydra on this low a memory. And I doubt she's going to go into Quartz just yet. Just going to drop the green members. I like the Sunflower here. Yeah. Gonna take it. And there it is. To the top of the deck it went. So called it immune to Digimon effect, which means retaliation won't be able to kill it in response, so Gullus isn't going to be able to do anything crazy. Yeah, it is a Digimon effect. So it's all turns. You can see he wants to swing for it, but yeah, Emily just explaining, because the retaliation is on a Digimon body, is going to have to just go at security, is going to swing in, is going to die, but not going to be able to take Quantum with it. Because the Arcturus is a Digimon, and so she called it correctly, it makes it, not only do you get the bottom deck, it also makes it invincible to the type of card that was played. So if it was an option card out of security, it would make her immune to option cards. Quantum, a very solid card if you can set up the continuous protections. Obviously now it's kind of just going to be guessing what it is. More often than not, you can just go for whatever you're most afraid of. Make it immune to Digimon effects, because we are playing Digimon in most cases. If you're versus Setcon, you can always just keep going security and know you're pretty comfy. Even then, Ryan is known to have quite a few option cards that are just there for board clear, so I wouldn't be surprised if we did see some board clear, just in the form of an 8-cost option to get rid of it. Are set up quite nicely. The use of the Yoshi to make Agitar nice and cheap, and then we're going to use the Agitar effect to suspend Lala, play Palmon X to get the suspension. I think that means we're going to be seeing some Bloomlord Pierce. Ashpede. Gonna gain 3 with the Bloom. Just has everything here. Everything suspended. I don't think there's any point in going Quartz here. I think you are looking at just Bloom. Go for the 3 checks. Okay, gonna swing through 1. Yeah, I like this, playing full board clear. PS1, PS2, PS3, 3 Gammamons, Agitar in the back. And we do have a Quartz here. Instead, just gonna go for the Pomimon to stop being able to play by effects. We don't have the other hero that lets you load up at start of main phase, so kind of awkward that the KnTElixar is just gonna have to try and do what it can. She did call Digimon, which means that the Quantum isn't in danger, but the KnTElixar does get the double pop. And we're gonna go into Seriousmon. Seriousmon effect loads up the Arcturus. And again, just goes for the security burn and gets the pop on the lower level chumps. So very solidly clear in terms of taking the Bloomlord's effectiveness down. But I think if we just Quartz here and swing, we kind of just have game on board. Well, not fully. Needs 1 check of any kind, but the fact that he's on Sirius means that we don't have to worry about an ace. So as long as she goes Quantum then Bloom, it's fine. We're just going super wide just to make sure we get all the value that we can. But this, or maybe she's just trying to see if she can just go burn to check 1. Okay, we're gonna go 14-2, swings through, and then Quantum just gonna take it, nice and simple.
Matrix Digivolution.
What's poppin', tamers? We're back with Player Ammo once again. A bunch of people ask me why I drink Player Ammo, and it's because they sponsor me. Duh. Jokes aside, I actually was drinking Player Ammo before all of that, because I actually don't have much of a sweet tooth, and I find a lot of energy drinks to be too sweet, especially a lot of the powder brands. But the no sugar approach for Player Ammo and their focus on more tart, like sour flavors, really suits my palate. The fruit punch is really just fruity and packs a nice kick. The blue raspberry is really, really nice as well, nice and sour, kind of like when you get those slushies. If you want something a little bit on the sweeter side, there's the strawberry lemonade, which is more strawberry than it is lemonade. And they do have the lemon flavors as well. And I can tell you for a fact that the new black cherry flavor goes foolish. Yeah, the way I mix mine is by getting the dry powder in and then getting a little bit of water in and just mixing it around to try and make a slurry. Then I add up to half the bottle and shake it a baby.
Emily choosing to go for the mulligan, whereas Ryan was pretty happy with his opening hand, is going to take it. And this time we're going to see Gamma, and we're going to see the non-mem setter. This is the one that lets you load up a Gammamon in text underneath each card. Harmonix in the back, Sunflower. And we are going to see the Floodgate Palmon. I like it. If that makes it back to him, then we'll get some value, but I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't. Gammamon very, very solid when it comes to just clearing small bodies. It's what red does pretty comfortably. Gonna go Beetle here, which does have Blitz. 3-cost Digivolution. We're gonna be going into the yellow source, which is gonna get enough for the shrink. And is going to get the clear. So just 1 check, hit the Palmon X. Nothing too dangerous in security there. Sunflower played out in response. So she's definitely far back. It looks like we're missing the 5s, maybe. Gonna load up the Kaus to make it unblockable. Not that that was really of any concern, but still. Keeps nice and safe. Sirius gonna come through. And again, just deleting the lowest level. Just keeping her on the back foot. We're not seeing any 5s in security, so it's still looking kind of painful. This one looks like a pretty solid crackback. Gammamon on the army tank. Shoutouts to Jade, artist for the Gammamon sleeves. Mixing that Warhammer and Gammamon. We do have a Cherrymon out, but yeah, the Hydra is still really awkward here. if she could find a way, if she was able to get a second body out, then you just get the Hydros. They're just gonna open pass. We're all set up quite nicely. Gonna go into KnTElixar, the old KnTElixar, which is gonna give it all the effects that it needs. So I think this means it'll have piercing. I forget which one. Yeah, it's going to be piercing. Check 1 is going to die on it, and then we are going to get the burn and swing through. Alrighty, game number 3 going to be starting off. Do have Gammamon, but no rookie this time. Going to have the hero, and both of them are going to go for Memsetter, and then nice memory efficiency. Going to find the Sunflower. I think recognizing that there's no rookie is a solid way of just going for the aggressive use of Sunflower. That, and she already, I guess, has the other one, which plays out. Sunflower plays Sunflower, El Classique. Sunflower suspend for the Digizorp, and then the Mimi gonna give us a brand new egg. And we should be able to go Sunflower into Bloom. Doesn't even need it, goes for the HPD instead. And I like this. This actually, it just sets up more advantage. Gonna swing through 2 checks, finds the 6s, an Agitar in the back. Still no rookie, but we're gonna go KnTElixar, which is gonna be unblockable. Finally find the rookie. I think he wants to try and swing and crash. KnTElixar is 10. He's gonna be 2 checks, hits the Mimi on the second one. Can't take the quartz, but that's okay. Not being able to put retaliation or anything like that is kind of rough. It means that KnTElixar is just going to get swung over. Won't be piercing though, because the piercing's only for the single turn. I think she's trying to figure out if she has lethal. I mean, there's 4 bodies on board, so you could just, theoretically, outside of Trident Gaia, you could probably just swing in. Gonna suspend the Palmon with the Agitar effects to play Pomu. And we're gonna draw 3, 2 Kokomons firing, and then what's the third one? Sunflower as well. So we are looking pretty good. Take 1 check off the board for that, but that's fine. She's digging for something, and it is gonna be the Quantum. Quantum gonna put KnTElixar to the top, check security. It's gonna be KnTElixar to the top of the deck. And then we're going to swing in for 2 checks, Quantum, and then it is going to be Sunflower taking it. So we do have a pretty clean game 3. If you like seeing what both of these decks have on offer in terms of offense and defense, then make sure to like and subscribe. And if you're happy to see our government-mandated Bloomlord footage return to the channel, then make sure to tune in for the next one, as we'll see Johnny Lowe with his take on Bloom.